Hi, Ryan. I have a question. Is it alright if I go out tomorrow night with my coworkers? My boss is asking me to be there.
What? You have a child, of course you can't.
But they're saying it's partly a welcome party for me. I won't drink any alcohol and it won't be too late. Please, Ryan. I would really like to use this opportunity to get to know my coworkers.
You don't need to go out for drinks to get to know your coworkers.
But you know how effective it is to make friends outside business hours.
You have a 3-year-old daughter at home. You don't have time to get drunk.
I said I won't have any drinks. I'll only be an extra hour late than usual.
Well, who is going to watch Emma during that hour?
Won't you be home? Can you please watch her for just an hour?
I can't come home early tomorrow.
You can't?
I have a meeting that starts at 6.
You usually do late meetings online, don't you?
Not tomorrow. It has to be face-to-face. I have to present while showing the client a new product. So stop being selfish.
Okay. I guess I'll have to pass tomorrow night then.
Maybe it was too soon for you to start working again. You should have waited until Emma was old enough to stay home on her own.
If I continued to be a stay-at-home mom for any longer, I would forget everything I learned in my earlier career. And you know I always prefer to work. We're going to need more money anyway. Raising Emma will cost us so much. And we've talked about wanting to buy a house too.
I just think you want to get out of the house. Don't you feel bad for Emma? She's only 3 years old. She must be feeling so lonely at preschool.
I understand what you are saying. But why am I the only one between us who has to give up career? If I can't come home early, you should be willing to look after Emma too. Why do you get to work however you please but not me?
Spending time with her mother is most important for a child. There's data that chances of a child becoming delinquent is higher when they spend less time with their parents. How we spend time with her now impacts her future, you see? You should know these things. Besides, Emma prefers you, not me.
I am not her only parent. And I make time for her, despite my busy schedule.
But what if you didn't work? You would be able to spend more time with her, wouldn't you?
Of course, but...
You are not doing your best as a mother. You need to prioritize Emma above everything.
I do!
No, you don't. I am much more considerate of Emma than you are.
You always say these things, but never act on it. You should always show an example before you lecture me on raising a child.
The role of a father and a mother are different. Stop complaining and do what you need to do as a mother.
Hey, Ryan. Sorry, but I am going on a business trip on Friday.
What? A business trip? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. I am being insisted on it.
What the hell? So you're just gonna leave everything behind?
It's work. I didn't ask for it.
Who's gonna take care of Emma while you're away?
Can you look after her? For 3 nights, please.
You're Emma's mother and you're willing to leave her for 3 nights?
I am not going on a vacation.
It doesn't really matter if it's for business or for vacation. See, this is why I didn't want you to start working again. I don't think you understand your role very well.
You always go on business trips. I never tell you that you don't understand your role as a father when you are away, do I?
A mother being away and a father being away are different. Don't you see how other people will perceive you? Abandoning a child for work?
You are the only one who perceives me that way. Anyway, the trip is fixed. Ryan, I wouldn't be able to work if I kept saying no to what is required of me. Surely, a businessman like you would understand.
Fine. I'll watch her for 3 days. But you would never go on any other business trips. Do you understand? You will tell your boss that it's not possible for you.
He won't be able to pass me projects if I tell him anything like that.
No one would anyway. So don't be so full of yourself.
How can you be mean to me? I am a hard-working mother. Why do you get to say such horrible things to me just because I ask you to look after our daughter?
I gave you permission to go, didn't I?
Who are you to give me permission?
What the hell are you complaining about now? All along, I've been telling you to give up your career. Not for me, but for Emma. You don't listen to me. Ask me to look after the kid, and on top of it all, still have something to bitch about?
I will work for Emma. I work so that we will be able to provide anything she needs.
I make enough to do that.
It's too risky to depend on your salary. I am responsible to take care of her no matter what happens. Plus, do you even know how much it will cost if she wants to go to college?
Of course I do.
Then you know we need to work harder. And school is not the only thing that costs money. What about the house we talked about, and a car, and perhaps even our parents? All of it will cost a fortune.
I said I know.
I understand your concern. I wish I could spend more time with Emma too. But the economy is unstable, and I don't think it will get any better. So, as her mother, I want to make sure I make enough money while I can take care of her.
You worry too much.
Well, I've never been a parent before. I may be a little nervous about it all. Aren't you the same?
I am concerned about a lot of things, yes.
We both care about Emma very much, but perhaps from different angles. So let's stop fighting and have a constructive conversation.
Fine. We will talk about how we want to raise Emma once you are back from your business trip, okay?
Sounds good. I know we may think differently, but let's try to find a middleman.
Sorry. Can't answer right now. What is it? Are you done with work?
Yes, I'm finished. What are you doing right now?
I'm putting Emma to sleep. She was totally hyper until about an hour ago. She's finally calm now.
Who exactly are you putting to sleep, huh? Because I am with her now.
What? What do you mean you were with her? Where are you now?
Back home.
Huh? Why?
Because I am finished with work and back from the trip.
You said you would be very late tonight.
I was able to catch an earlier flight. I brought back a lot of souvenirs for you. I wanted to show you how thankful I was for you for looking after Emma. But you are not even home. Tell me why Emma is here by herself.
I just came out to pick up some stuff for the store.
You left her alone last night too, didn't you? Emma told me.
Just for a few minutes. Yesterday too. I only came down to the convenience store.
How long exactly? Because I came back to the house heated up like a sauna. Emma was lying on the floor soaking wet from her own sweat.
What? Does she have heat stroke?
Probably. I am with her at the hospital now.
Was the AC not on?
It was, but on heating mode.
Why the hell was the heater on?
She is 3. She does not know how to use the controller. She tried to turn on the cooler because it was getting hot.
No way. How is she doing right now?
The doctor said she will be fine. She's been given an IV and is sleeping now. But it was extremely dangerous. It's a miracle a 3-year-old survived a heat like that.
I'll get a cab right now. Which hospital was she taken to?
A taxi? Where is your car? Oh, wait a minute. I think I saw it in the driveway. It's quite odd for you to take a cab to go to the store. You only leave your car when you go out for drinks. Don't tell me you left Emma to go to the bar.
No, never.
I don't need you to come to the hospital. I asked my parents to come pick us up.
Why would you call your parents?
We're not coming back to you.
What?
You put Emma in serious danger. Can you imagine my horror when I found her? She could barely answer to me calling her name.
But she's okay now, right?
She could have died, Ryan. I can't believe I let you lecture me on motherhood. You're the one who needs to be taught.
You need to come home tonight so I can explain everything.
Absolutely not. My parents will find out what happened as soon as they arrive.
Don't make such a huge deal out of it, Flora.
It is a huge deal already. You should really think about what you have done.
Look, I am really sorry about last night. I admit being wrong, so please come back.
My father is furious. He called your parents last night, screaming on the phone. I had to stop him so our neighbors wouldn't hear.
Yes. They came by.
Oh, did they? Are you messaging me right now because they told you to?
Yes.
Well, I agree that you should apologize, but I think you should tell me what really happened last night. I don't know if I can forgive you unless you give me the truth.
First, I want you to know that I have been punished already. My parents came by to the house last night, and probably right after your dad called them. He beat me badly as soon as I opened the door.
I'm glad they did. You got what you deserved. But I never imagined they would beat you. They must have been furious too.
My parents had other reasons to beat me. I had just come back home when they arrived, and They smelled the alcohol from me when I let them in.
So you really were drinking. Why am I not surprised? But I guess your parents would be shocked to realize their own son left their granddaughter behind for drinks.
You were right about me going out to drink. I also went on drinking the night before, as well as the night you left.
So Emma was left by herself repeatedly? When did you start drinking yesterday?
I think it was around noon.
Noon? You left a 3-year-old since noon?
I thought she was old enough to stay home on her own.
Of course she can't. What the hell were you thinking?
I was supposed to head home in like 2 hours, but I started to enjoy my drinks. I kind of forgot Emma was at home on her own and kept drinking.
That you did. You think having a child is a joke, don't you?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Or else you are simply an idiot. How irresponsible can you be to forget about your own daughter?
I didn't forget.
You just said you did.
Well, you know, it totally slipped my mind. That happens to you too, right?
Never. You said before that I don't always think about Emma. But I always prioritize her. Always. I can't believe I let you say all those things to me when you can't even look after your own daughter for 3 days.
It was an accident. You know, I'm usually a good dad to Emma.
Are you? You never actually do anything besides complain. Yet, here you are. You act like you take care of Emma so that people think you are a good dad. You faking it always annoyed me, you know.
I have been very serious about how we raised Emma. It's been hard for me too, trying to do what is best for her at all times.
I guess this is a good time to give you my truth too. You only did anything for yourself. And I hated how you always spoke as if you knew better about raising Emma. And I despised how you told me I should work as if it's worthless. I worked because your salary worried me.
What? You have a problem with what I make?
Think about it. Your salary hasn't changed for the past few years. It's not just the two of us now. We have a child.
I'm sure there will be a raise in no time.
Your bonus was half of what you got last year. You kept telling me what you hoped for, but you need to face reality first. You don't because you don't want to face it, because you are afraid people would stop seeing you as a good dad if you accept your weakness. So no, I don't believe you care about Emma. You only think about yourself.
Don't lecture me like you know everything. This all happened because you left Emma for a business trip.
Don't you dare put this on me. Have you got no sense of responsibility?
I'm not the only one who wants to look good now, am I? You think you can play a part in the world of business, but you can't do anything. Stay down and just do housework, you useless bitch.
It's such a shame how you can't face any criticism. My parents are watching us message each other right now, by the way.
Huh?
My dad's face is ready to explode. He says you are the one that's useless to the world. You piece of crap. You can't even protect your own daughter.
Huh? Wait. I didn't mean any of that. I got a bit too excited. I'm sorry.
My dad is on his way to see you. You know he's a black belt, so his hit must be super heavy. I hope you don't lose your face.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please, don't come.
You suggested to talk about how we want to raise our child once I'm back from the trip. I guess we need to talk about divorce instead. I will spend as much time as I need to, because I will not budge anything for an irresponsible, low-income, fake father for my daughter. I tried to calm my father down from heading to Ryan to beat him, but he was so mad and had to do something that he ended up going to my in-laws. They found out through my father that their son had denounced me, even after they had beaten him, and the situation became even worse for Ryan. Couple of days later, the three of them showed up at my parents' home, where I had been staying with Emma, and made an official apology. Ryan's face was badly bruised when they showed up. I guess he couldn't run from his own father's fist after all. We filed for divorce shortly after, and Ryan now pays me child support every month. His friends and co-workers all know what happened too. Most of his friends, especially his female friends, were so ashamed of them that they cut ties, leaving him a sad, lonely man. My father still seems to be very angry about what happened. He always tells me that I need to become a successful business professional, so that I could step up to corporate ladder and look down on Ryan. In doing so, my parents provide full support in raising Emma. Needless to say, we kept an eye on Emma at all times since the incident.